What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new episode of Wizland with Wiz. Happy to be with you guys today, man. So you read the title, the video intrigued you, you clicked on it. So let's get right into it, because I do believe it's a very important subject to talk about. More so nowadays, man. I see a lot of videos online, a lot of people trying to skip steps. And I truly believe that social media has a lot to do with it, obviously. You got people online talking about how you can make X amount of money on Amazon, on selling it on Amazon, how you can make a lot of money drop shipping, how you can make a lot of money selling courses, having your own social media agency, all this shit, right? And to be honest, guys, it is a reality. Yeah, you can make money online. It is a real time, and we live in those times that it is more accessible to make money, and it's quicker to make money. But the reason and the truth to this, that you have to be okay with working a 9 to 5, is because of this. Since I was 15 years old, I always wanted to work, and I was naive to that aspect. I wanted to, not naive, but I wanted to work because my mom could only buy us so many things, right? I come from a single mother household, a single parent household, and I'm never gonna take this away from my mom, but she worked her ass off. She worked her ass off for us. She sacrificed the time that she had. She sacrificed her youth for us, in a sense. And I saw that. Right? I saw that as being the older brother, being the oldest. I have to see that. And I experienced that. And when I turned 15, I started working during the summers under someone else's papers, right? So under someone else's name, I started working. So I went and worked for this person, and I would get paid cash in order for me to get paid. So that was my first job, throwing trash. And honestly, guys, I was so happy to get $100 every 2 weeks. It was I think it was about $200 every 2 weeks. And I was happy. What did I spend that money on? Soccer cleats. Because at that moment in time, soccer was my biggest focus around that time. But let me tell you this, man. And ever since, for the last 15 years, I've always worked. It's never been over 6 months where I'm not working, you know. And it's been a nonstop. I worked at 16, a summer job, 17, 18. Eventually, around 16, 17, I had an internship over the summer. Once I got off of school, when I graduated, I went to school and also worked. And to be honest, guys, I'm gonna tell you this, man. The things that you work when you're starting off through jobs is gonna be so valuable in the next 10 to 15 years. Why? Because a lot of people, more so the new generation, and I don't want to say only the new generation, because every generation is different. Every generation has their own issues. And I'm not saying the millennials are better, Gen Z, boomers are better or worse. It's not about that shit, because at the end of the day, we as a whole are in this time period of time, you know. So we all have our flaws, we all have our good things, right? But the reality is that I do see that people in general are getting more into working from home, more into the belief that you can make money online, more into the belief that you can become a YouTuber. And that's fine. It's perfectly fine. I feel like that's badass to see, because people are getting out of their own shells and allowing themselves to be known and get known by the world. And I feel that if you're at any point in time or in any point in stage of life, you've lived through stuff, you're going through things, you're trying to become better, it's good to kind of record that process, record yourself, so you can have personal kind of like mementos for yourself. And if you decide to share that with people, even better, because people that come behind you will have that advantage that we didn't have coming up. And nowadays it's become more common, right? You see more people doing YouTube, you see more people putting stuff on social media and sharing their journey through time. But the reality is that if you want to skip this 8 to 5 phase of your life, you're gonna ignore all the valuable things that a hardworking person should have, or that any person in general should have, and have become very rare because a lot of people are trying to just go straight online without working or without communicating in real work environments, you know? And I see this because I also engage with, I'm a soccer coach. That's a part-time job that I have. And I do see that a lot of the young men that I'm around, that their communication skills not there, and I wasn't the best either. But I do see that they don't want to do much else other than be on social media and play sports. And that's perfectly fine, right? But then I go out into the real world, engage with maybe young 20-year-old guys or things like that, or younger people in general, right? I see for the most part their customer service is trash, unless they're working for a company like Chick-fil-A, which I do believe that every Chick-fil-A, you can say anything about the service space, but Chick-fil-A has their shit on point. You know, the fast food place, Chick-fil-A, if you've never been, in Texas we have Chick-fil-A, and their customer service, I believe, is on point. They are teaching them kids, and I have, not being biased, my sister did work there for a good 2 years almost, but I could tell that ever since she was given the opportunity to work there, she got a lot of good customer service things, saying thank you, saying you're welcome, being more articulate, being able to take orders, trying to stay on your toes all the time, trying to be focused, try to be on point with the shit that you're doing, and being present, you know. And I see that, and that's a good thing, right? But that in itself is pretty rare to see nowadays. And that's why I'm telling you right now, man, if you have the opportunity to work a 9 to 5 or whatever time frame that you have, but working a job out of high school or out of college, do it. Do not think that just by you doing social media content, because all these people on social media, I believe that this is the social media trap, man. Like, if you really take a look at the social media world, and that's the aspiration you have, I don't see nothing wrong with that, unless you're using that to stop doing real life shit. If your excuse to not work is because you're totally focused on trying to become a social media person, right, or a personality within the social media world, or within whatever market you're in, and you're just starting off, but you decide not to work, and you are not even making enough money to take care of your basic shit, your food, or maybe you're living with your parents and your parents are allowing you to stay for free, but you can take care of your food and you're asking for money to go out and shit, and you're not even taking care of yourself, and you're over 18 years old, you have a big thing coming for you, man. Like, life is not like that. The real life is not like that. And I'm saying this from a brother's point of view, man. I wish I had an older brother. I wish I would have had somebody telling me certain things, and that's one of the main reasons I'm deciding to make this content, because some of us don't have that older brother, or don't have a cousin, don't have an uncle, don't have a dad, or don't have any siblings to be around, you know. So sometimes we believe that and because of that, it's become easier just to go online on social media and maybe follow someone you admire, and you hear this person saying, go all in on your social media, you should put X amount of content out, you should go all in on it, you shouldn't have an option B. Like, you're relating your life to someone else's life that it's already making it, it's already making money, it's already got their shit together. And this is the thing about it, because if you're online and you're not stopping, I don't care if you're 19, 15, 29, 39, 49, 59, if you're not doing this favor to yourself, which is stop, see how this guy looks. If you're taking advice about life and you don't see this guy goes to the gym, this guy doesn't take care of himself, he doesn't look right, he looks like he's unhealthy, he has unhealthy habits, he's not doing nothing about what the fuck he's talking about, then why the hell are you continuing to see or continuing to support the content that that person makes? And there's a lot of people that's why I stopped consuming a lot of the content from people that were in the self-development space, because they were talking about business. I don't have an issue with an older man talking about how to become a better man. I don't have an issue with that, because there's something that you can never make up for with time. Like, if a person has been in this earth longer than you, they have learned more than you. It's as easy as that. And yeah, sometimes some people don't, right? But if a person is deciding to take a stance and take initiative to create content, put it out there, and what they're trying to share with you is life experience, and then at the end of the day they're trying to teach you about fucking business, or teach you about health, or how to gain muscles, and they look like shit, or they're trying to teach you about business, and they don't even have a real business, something that is actually working, not even a fucking online store. Like, they don't even have an online store. They don't have shit. They're just telling you they're just making their money through the ad revenue on YouTube. Then should you really be following these people? Yes, because they might have a big following online. And I think that this time around, and as more people are getting into this YouTube thing, the more people are gonna get fed up with the information that is being put out there, and slowly the people that are not real are gonna be starting to get eliminated. And that's why I tell you, man, you always have to allow yourself, embrace the process. Do not try to skip a step. If you're trying to find a way, and I'm not telling you it's impossible, but if you're trying to find a way, because literally I logged in onto YouTube, and YouTube is the main platform that I consume content from, because I'm trying to learn how I can become better. And literally as soon as I logged in, I get recommended all these different YouTube channels about self-improvement, because obviously I'm making self-improvement stuff myself. But I see young guys, 20, maybe some of them 19, because you can tell they look pretty young. They don't even have facial hair, talking about finding a way to not have a 9-to-5. And I gave it a shot, and I was like, that's an interesting insight, you know? It's an interesting insight. I'm not gonna hate, but I promise you, people like myself, people that decide to put in the work, people that learn how to work, people that learn how to be responsible, people that learn that it's not easy to make $1, because a lot of people also a lot of people have the value, the aspect of working and earning the money you make, just because they've made easy money on crypto, or through crypto, or they've made easy money through a fucking call on stocks, or through a different investment, or through selling or drop shipping. People have kind of lost the perspective of what it means to work, and what it really means to earn $1 here in the States and everywhere in the world. But as long as you keep yourself grounded, I promise you, people that keep themselves grounded and have been through the trenches of having to work, having to sweat for your fucking dollar, having to really put in sweat equity, having to really put in the work, long hours, just to try to make a little bit more money, because you have to make ends meet at the end of the month. People that know that hustle, they know that one day that will be valuable. Just know that. Just know that it will be valuable, because a lot of people are looking for the easy way out, and they're not willing to put in the work. So yeah, guys, if you're a young man, like, this is not even me attacking you, bro, like, or if you're a girl, like, it's about us understanding that you cannot skip steps. If you don't have the means to become wealthy overnight, don't get all fucking like disappointed, but do not quit. Go get a fucking job. Start working. It doesn't matter the type of job. If it's a job that is gonna pay you an hourly wage, it's okay, because that's the beginning. You'll have something to talk about. You have something to share with other people. And I think if compared to somebody that is just doing content all fucking day, man. And I know Mr. Beast became big because of that. He got focused for a year and he eventually blew up. And yeah, it can happen to you, right? But I do believe there's a bigger thing that people ignore. They just want shit to happen easily. And if you're not okay with a process, that things, just like a job is not going to be easy. But if you allow yourself to endure the hard work, to be able to go through it, that same thing that you learn at that job, just pursuing, just going in and doing shit that you don't like, you're going to be able to put that same effort, and the effort that you put into the shit that you do like is going to be so much better, and you're going to be better off for it. So yeah, guys, I don't want to keep you longer here because I'm about to go hunt for a fucking art piece that, well, for more supplies, art supplies basically, because I'm working on more art. So yeah, guys, I hope you have an amazing day. If you like the video, like it, comment, and man, don't be a fucking lazy motherfucker, man. Promise you, man. If you allow yourself to learn how to work, you'll have a job for the rest of your life, bro. All right, see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.